We're in the height of hurricane season, which means that it's important to have supplies along with something you don't always think about, your important financial documents. Ernie Burns with Burns Financial joins us with some tips. Good morning to you.
Morning.
So how do you prepare financially for a hurricane?
Well, make sure you have some money pushed aside and saved, because of factors like we've all had hurricanes, Ida, Katrina for lately, and you could be out of your house 3 to 6 months. So you got to make sure you have some money aside, push aside for that emergency account.
And we've kind of learned that lesson the hard way.
Yeah.
One of the issues with a full-scale evacuation is a lot of people just can't afford just to up and leave town for a week or so. But if the place becomes uninhabitable because there's no power, then you're kind of forced into that situation.
You are, and you got to make sure you have your legal documents placed aside too. I know that sounds strange, but you want to make sure that you have a will set aside, God forbid, or a trust if catastrophe happens, or if you become majorly injured. Make sure that you have someone that has legal power of attorney over you to make healthcare financial decisions.
I want to get back to that in a second, but let's talk about, in terms of one of the great things now versus, say, Katrina, is things are even more online than they were.
They were.
So you can get access to, your bank account, to your insurance information, those kinds of things, if you have your passcode and your user ID, which helps.
Yes.
Just remember to bring it with you.
Technology has soared the last 15 years, right? And everybody, you have your phone in your hand, that's your computer. And if you have those access codes and those passcodes, you can transfer money from A to B very easy.
You mentioned a subject that a lot of people don't like to talk about, and that is planning, for the worst outcome, which is an important part of this process. Yeah,
you want to make sure that if you or your spouse or your children, somebody gets injured, you have POAs. You have power of attorney set up for financial and durable power of attorneys for health care. You also, God forbid, if there's a fatality, nobody basically banks on passing or having an accident. It's not planned. So you want to make sure that you have something in place, a will or a trust, so therefore that you're making sure that your loved ones have access to the assets that you have and they can move on and live their life.
You want to be, in most cases, people want to be the decision maker about how their stuff is divided.
Right.
You don't want the courts deciding that sort of thing, and that's something I'm sure you see in your practice, is people who didn't go there or didn't go there yet from their point of view.
Absolutely. For 30 years now, I've been doing client events and seminar events, and you'd be surprised how many people don't even have a will. So a will would get you through probate, but it goes through probate, and it will go to your heirs in a manner that you wish. A properly funded revocable living trust will avoid the probate process, and it usually comes with actuary documents, power of attorneys for financial, durable power of attorneys for healthcare, and living wills.
Get it done and then have peace of mind. All right, Ernie Burns, thanks as always.
All right, thank you.
The time now, 8:49.